What is up, fish homies? Today is a special day. I got my first sponsored box. Well, I don't know if you could technically call it sponsored, but a company has decided to send me a box of free stuff and try working with me and see if we can make some cool videos for you guys and hopefully convince you that this is the best bait on the market. Anyways, without further ado, let's crack this bad boy open. Got a text. Alright guys, I'm back with you. So first of all, I wanted to say, I've used this before. Obviously, I've used this company and all my friends use this company, so I know it's really good stuff. It's tried and tested and it gets the old fish finder's approval. It's better than most of the baits I get from Europe, honestly. Or not from Europe, but from Big Carp Tackle that they get from Europe. You know what I'm saying. Check it out. Like I was saying, they're a local company. It is Bait Pro. And they're from Murrieta. I think you can see right there. You can see I'm local to California, Redondo Beach. So for me, that's awesome. They're only like an hour away. And for you guys, that's awesome because they're in the United States. So you're not gonna have to go through a second party person just to get your bait. You can order it directly from them. Let's get it open for real this time. Another thing is it smells crazy. So hopefully nothing exploded in there, but it smells like some fruity stuff, and that's always good. I don't think I'm gonna have to use scissors or anything, but I'm gonna have to use a little manpower to get this open. Ugh. Smells like juicy fruit bubble gum. Alright, let's see here what we got going. We got a box inside of a bag. Oh, sick. We got some stickers. Check that out. It's like, I don't know if it's their sister company or it's like the same thing, Bait Pro and Carp Pro. This is their carp stuff. So I bet we're gonna be getting some carp baits in there. Oh boy. Looks like we got a lot of stuff to try out here. Alright, so these I haven't tried, well, I haven't bought them. I've tried them and they work great and I freaking love them and I've been wanting to buy them. My friend Jared, he has all this stuff and I've tried it all through him and I've got some of it before. So these are the bait sprays and this is something, I mean, you can basically do anything with this. You can spray it in your pack bait after, or you can spray it directly on your hook bait, spray it on your method feeder, whatever you want. This is just something to add that little extra attraction to get those carp down in your bait, especially when you're fishing over like a spread of boilies or some pigeon food or something like that. This is gonna make your hook bait stand out. So the first one we got here is Black Venom. Comes in this nice little spray bottle. Really nice actually. It's weird how important the bottles are to me because I hate when they break and they just get over everywhere. It stinks up the whole car, the whole backpack, whatever you're using, and it really does suck. I might have to look up the flavor profiles or see if I can get something like that, but this Black Venom smells nice and fishy. It smells like this will be a good one for the summertime. Now that the water's warm and the oils are going through the levels all over the place and the fish are hungry. Another good thing about these is the convenience. Like, you can just pull your bait out of the water, spray it on there and it's done. You don't have to rub it all on there like we do with these goos and stuff. So it's very convenient and it is very potent stuff. Let's see. It does come out, it smells like berry. So this is the Kraken flavor. It smells a little like, or it smells like berry. I'm guessing it's a berry flavor. I hope I don't get these wrong, but if I do, sorry about that. Alright, this one is the Garlic Smoke. Next up in the range, so obviously that is a garlic. And with the corticoes and stuff like that, the smokes obviously cloud up the water a little bit. I'm not sure if that will do that. That's going to be a good one for carp and catfish. Also for bass and panfish too. This is a cool thing if you're using a Texas rig or whatever, like a little robo worm. You can pull your thing right out of the water, give it a little spray, throw it right back out there for a few casts and you're good to go. Everyone knows that all fish love garlic, so that's gonna work for everything. Alright guys, before we move on, check this out, what I just found out. Like I was saying, usually the smoke baits, this is a garlic smoke. Usually when they say smoke on them, it means they give a big smoke off in the water. and check this out. Here's a little glass of water. Spray a little of that in there. Look at that, guys. Just gives you a nice cloud of neon smoke, and that's gonna go on your bait and it's gonna sit on the bottom. So even when you pull your bait out, it's gonna make the area around your bait still smell like garlic, which is awesome. Those other ones will do it too, but this kind of just gives you that visual aid, like I said, to give your hook bait that extra attraction. So like I said, you could use these little sprays with anything. You can just spray it on your hook bait. You can use it for any kind of fishing too, bass, carp, catfish, bluegill, whatever you want. So, but if you want to add a little extra attraction to your bait, even you could put your baits in a little jar, spray this in there, and let your baits absorb this, and it's going to give them even more attraction when you bring them out later. So let's move on. Those are awesome. Next up, we have some more smoke. This is a power smoke, it says. Here we go, still in the package. Let's open it up. It's nice that they package these separately, just in case they do explode in the box. They're not gonna go everywhere. So this says power smoke for the ultimate attraction. Carp Pro, made in the USA. So it looks like here we got a little kickin' strawberry. I love strawberry. It's one of my favorite flavors, as you guys can tell. It seems to be making a comeback over in Europe. I know it's a popular bait, but it seems like a lot of people are coming out with new flavor profiles, including strawberry. So you guys also know, if you watch this channel a lot, you know I'm a huge fan of the fluorescent pink color, the fluorescent white, and the fluorescent yellow. I'm not even going to show you what this is. I'm sure you can guess what it is by the name, but this looks amazing. Let's see what it looks like in water. Oh, so that's something a little different than I've ever seen. It's not so much like I don't even know how to explain it. It's more like Pepto-Bismol than like what's the other stuff. Kind of looks like what comes inside of a glow stick or something. Let's get one more little test drop in there. Oh, that's so nice. So that's just gonna sit on the bottom by your bait, and it's just gonna cloud up the water. Anytime any fish swims by, it's just gonna put a bunch of chemicals in the water that they're gonna love, and this is gonna be a huge attractor. And I tell you right now, this is gonna be a huge part of my bait arsenal. I'm probably gonna start using this every time I go fishing, no matter what. So this is just gonna stay on the bottom there, right around your hook bait. It's basically just like having pack bait around your hook, but there's nothing for them to eat. So that is awesome. And it's pink, my favorite color. Well, not like personally, but for fishing. So this is another good one for glugging your baits or whatever you want to call it. You can put them in a little jar, your boilies or your fake corns, and you're gonna spray this in there, and you're gonna let them soak in that for weeks, months, years, whatever. And every few days you can open it up, spray a little more in there, shake it around, and make sure they get fully soaked up. So that's amazing stuff right there. The Power Smoke Kickin' Strawberry. Alright, so up next we got the Carp Pro liquid flavor, and this is basically another attractant. Obviously it's kind of like the sprays. Well, it's different than the sprays obviously, but they do sell spray tops for these on their website, I'm pretty sure. And just like the other stuff, you can do pretty much anything with this. You can put your boilies or your corn or your nuts or whatever you want to fish with on the hair or on your rig into a little jar. You can pour a little bit of this in there, shake it around, and that's going to soak into your baits and give them an extra boost of attraction. And this is the Ultra Frankfurter Essence, so it seriously smells like a grilled hot dog. I opened this up and smelled it. I'm in my bedroom, so I don't want to do it again because it kind of is already stinking like a whole bunch of other smells. But yeah, this is going to be like one of the best catfish baits I've ever used, I guarantee. And another thing you can do with these is put them in your boilie mix. So I can make some Frankfurter hot dog boilies with these, which is pretty freaking tight. I know a lot of people in Southern California that say they catch big catfish on only hot dogs and nothing else. So maybe I convinced those guys to pick up a jar of this and get some big cats out too. And also I've heard a lot of things about big carp liking meaty flavors too, so especially this time of year, the summer, when they're super hungry, this is going to give you something to stand out above the rest. I've done it in videos before using Slim Jims and stuff. The carp do like meaty, oily stuff, and I think this is gonna be perfect for that. I already have a lake in mind that I want to try it at. I'm gonna have to make some boilies with this for sure. Just really quick too, I wanted to explain, these liquid attractors aren't just like smoke and mirrors or anything. It's not just gonna make your bait a certain color and that's why the fish like it. It's gonna change the bait's color, it's gonna give it a little smoke around it. Well, not everything does this exactly, but they all do little different things for different situations. But you can have anything from a little bit of smoke around your bait to changing the color. But the most important thing in my eyes, and in I feel like most like advanced carp angler, big fish angler, whatever you want to say its eyes, is that the not necessarily the flavor profile, because they don't have noses like us. They sense chemicals in the water, and so they're looking for things like amino acids and whatever, proteins and whatever. I'm not a scientist, so it's hard for me to explain it on a scientific level, but I'm sure you guys aren't scientists either, so you don't need to know about that. All I can tell you is that there's chemicals in these that carp are attracted to. So when you use other things like Taco Bell sauce and hot sauce and stuff like that and jelly, they're not attracted to it because it smells good. They're attracted to it because of what's inside of it and what's it made of. So that's what these liquid attractors and these bait sprays are going to give your bait, that extra profile. So it's going to leak off these baits into the water, and that's going to go everywhere and bring the carp right to your bait. Basically just like a little trail right to your bait, little ant trail, but it's just bomb flavors. Next we have another liquid flavor. As you can see here, another thing I forgot to mention is these are sourced from England, so these are tried and tested flavors and all of that, so you don't even have to worry that it's something different than what all the pros are using overseas. This is exactly what they're using. They've been using it for years, so these are definitely good baits no matter what. This is the, oh yeah, it's on the top, the Movin Fizz. I'm not exactly sure how you say that, but it's Nouvelle. So that's the name of it. I'm not too familiar with the flavor, so I'm gonna have to give it a little sniff here. It smells kind of like Squirt or 7-Up, like a lemon lime fruity zesty flavor. So I'm guessing it's kind of a citrusy based flavor. I couldn't find like a flavor profile online, so I'm gonna have to kind of guess for you guys. But this one smells really strong and really good. This is definitely gonna be really good in boilies. I'm not sure if it has like a butyric acid or whatever it's called in there, but it does kind of have that little citrusy zingy smell. So I think these are gonna be really good for boilies too. Something that will stand out in the water and get all the fish over to your bait. I'm gonna have a lot of boilies to make here, guys. Let's see what we got here now. Comes in this cool orange bottle, which is, like I said, is important to me for some reason. But this is a Southern Strawberry. We'll start off with that. It's a nice red looking liquid, so it's probably gonna make your boilies nice and red. It smells awesome. It smells kind of like Jello or Kool-Aid, like strawberry Jello or Kool-Aid. So I know a lot of people use that strawberry pack bait recipe with the panko and stuff. So this will be great to go along with that. If you do use the panko, strawberry Jello, and cream corn kind of little recipe for your pack bait, this is going to be perfect for you. You can replace the Jello with this obviously too. That's another thing I forgot to mention about these liquid flavors, is you can just pour a cap full of this or however much you want into your pack bait, and it's going to make your pack bait have its own little flavor profile, and also once again help with that attraction. In the summer months, that's kind of important because the carp are feeding crazy, so whatever you throw out there they're going to eat. But if you want them to focus down on your baits, it's important that you dip them or you make some good boilies or whatever. Use this in your pack bait. That's going to draw the carp down. And like I said, strawberry is one of my favorite flavors, and red and pink is one of my favorite colors. So this is another one I'm going to have to make boilies with, I guess. I got 3 in a row that I'm really excited to make boilies with. That is going to be a problem. I'm going to be boilied out. I'm going to have enough boilies for 2 years. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We got the buttery nipple. I don't know why it's a nipple, why that's included in the name, but buttery, yes, it's buttery smelling. It smells kind of like sweet buttery popcorn, if that is a thing. It smells really good though. That's also going to be another one. I think for this one I might add it more to my pack bait just because it has like a sweet buttery smell. I kind of like that for the pack bait. It sticks out a lot but not too much, you know. It's kind of like a mellow, good, kind of like a breakfast pastry smell. You know what I'm saying? So that is it for all these guys. Let's just do a little recap. We got 4 liquid flavors that we're gonna have to try out. Next up we had the smoke. This is probably what I'm most excited for, this power smoke. It was that super bright pink stuff. It smells really good. Kickin' strawberry flavor. You can even see I got a little bit on the label there and it already stained the white sticker. Bright pink. So that is gonna be awesome to coat my boilies with and give them that super extra boost of attraction when I need it. Last but not least, we got these bait sprays, and one of them being a smoke as well, which is really cool. These are really good for on-the-go convenience when you're sneaking in somewhere, fishing somewhere at night, and it's really hard to do anything. You gotta be quick about it. Like I said, these are perfect for on-the-go, and these are good for bass fishing, carp fishing, cat fishing, pan fishing, trout fishing, whatever you want to do. You just spray a little bit on there and you're gonna be good to go. It's gonna get the fish right on your bait with the quickness. I can't wait to get out there and show you guys these. I'm super excited. I've never been more excited to try something out. I honestly ran out of the Nash plume stuff the other day and I haven't had a bite since, so I'm really excited to get this stuff in the mail. I didn't order more because I knew I was getting this, and I know honestly this stuff is a lot better than the stuff they're making over in Europe. We have a lot easier time testing these different kind of baits and bait sprays and all that over here in the USA because we're getting bite after bite after bite, even with the 20+ pound carps. So we're able to change our rigs and everything like that very easily, and I'm very excited to try these out. Go over to baitpro.com, check out all their carp stuff, check out all their stuff is really good. I know a couple of my friends use it for trout and whatnot. I don't really get to fish that much other stuff, but I know it works really well for the other fish, and I know it works really well for the carp as well. I can't wait to try it out in the ocean, to tell you the truth. I think the bay bass are gonna go crazy for that stuff. But yeah, I can't wait to get out there and try it. You guys are gonna be amazed. So like I said, go over to the website, check it out. They're actually really cheap too. Like it's basically like almost half the price of most of the stuff that you can get on big carp tackle and stuff like that, because you're not going through a middleman. It's made here and sold here. So that's perfect. Bait Pro's an awesome company. Go check them out. Maybe in this video I'll do a little fishing just to show you guys it works, or maybe not, but we will see. And if you do buy anything from Bait Pro, make sure you tell them that Fish Finder sent you. Just tell them that I sent you over there, because I want to keep working with them. I think they're an awesome company, and I'm super excited to work with somebody that's actually local. Hopefully one day I can go down there and show you guys exactly how they make all this stuff and whatnot. But for now, peace out. Alright guys, I think tonight I'm gonna go to a little lake that's like a mile from my house. You're not supposed to fish there, but that's half the fun. Southern California fishing is all about trying new lakes. Big lakes, park lakes, private lakes, lakes you can only fish at night, lakes with little paddle boats all over them. It's fun to go out and explore. Alright guys, I figured I might as well show you one more thing before I go fishing. How to use, or one way to use this Carp Pro Classic Series liquid flavor. First, we have a little panko. So usually I do like a panko oatmeal mix, but you can use either just oatmeal or you can use just panko. I like the quick oats too for this recipe, but I know some people use just the old-fashioned oats when they're using just oatmeal. So let's go ahead, get my panko in there. So here's my quick oats going in, and I'm just gonna pour the rest of that in there. So at this stage we have our panko and our oatmeal in there. Most people would go ahead and mix in Jello at this point, because a lot of people saw the catfish and carp videos and they think it's a lot cheaper and everything, but honestly it's not. I think these are like $6 to $10, and you just use like about a capful, maybe a little less every time you go out, and it really ends up saving you money, because this has like probably like 20 or 30 sessions worth of stuff in here, and with Jello you're spending $1 every time, so 20 or 30 sessions is like 20 or 30 bucks worth of Jello, and this it's like 6 or 10 or something. First thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and get yourself a little capful here, and like I said, this is the strawberry flavor, and you're just going to want to pour it into your cream corn. This is going to help mix it around in the bait. If you put it just on top of the panko or the oatmeal, it would soak into like just the pieces it was touching, which doesn't work very good. So we go ahead and put it in our cream corn, give it a nice mixing, and you can use a capful, you can use a half capful, you can use 2 capfuls. It's all personal preference, but it seems to be a capful gives you a nice flavor, and also I guess it gives you a nice color. As you can see here, I don't want to spill it, but you can kind of see it's a nice red color now. Mix up the oatmeal and the panko a little bit. Then I pour in about half of the cream corn. I usually start off with like a third or a half just to get it moistened up. And like I said, this gives it a nice strong flavor. Oh, my dog's coming in the frame. Bubba, get out of there. It doesn't really dye it as red as I thought it was going to, which isn't a problem because I don't always like it red, but it definitely gives it a little bit of a red tint. And like I said, if you use more, it probably would give it a nice red tint, or if you maybe poured it over the top rather than in the cream corn. And what I like to do is get it nice and moist. As you can see here, it sticks together, but it's still gonna break up very, very easily. I like to start there and go from there. When you get to the lake, or if you're doing this at the lake, like in 15 or 20 minutes, if it seems a little dry, you can go ahead and add a little more cream corn, but usually half the can works pretty good when you're making this amount of pack bait. Here's a little better view. That's how the cream corn turns out when you put a little cap full of the Cart Pro Southern Strawberry Liquid flavor in there. And there's what your pack bait looks like after. Not too red or anything, but it still has a little bit of red flake in there, and I'm sure, like I said, if you poured it over the top, it would dye it a nice red if you really wanted to, but that is gonna be just fine. You will see, my friends. That's it for now. I'm gonna meet up with my friend, and I think we're gonna head over to a little secret pond just about like a mile away from my house, like I was saying, and hopefully we have some good luck with this new Cart Pro stuff. I'm so excited. I'm using the Cart Pro's bait spray tonight, and I'm using the Kraken flavor, and that's just something I'm going to spray on my hook baits. I'm going to use like fake corn, 2 pieces of fake corn, a white and a gold one on one rod, and the other rod has pop-up, 8mm pop-up, and piece of pop-up fake corn too. So I'm going to spray those down with this Kraken Cart Pro bait spray, and hopefully that will attract them in. Alright homies, been fishing for like 2 hours, got 1 bite, but it got off, and then had a bunch of bites from turtles or crawdads, can't figure it out still, but finally landed one. I'm walking back up to my car to get the little landing mat so we can unhook him. I don't think I'm gonna weigh because it's not very big, but I do have the scale just in case. Seems like the old Bait Pro paid off once again. That was the old Kraken. I sprayed the Kraken spray. It's like a fruity, fishy scent, so I'll talk to you guys more about that in a second. Alright guys, like I said, we're going for like 2 hours. Finally hooked up on one. This is using the Bait Pro Kraken bait spray, and I also use the Southern Strawberry flavoring in the old pack bait. Not a very big one. It's probably like 7 to 10 pounds or something. Nice big old head on him, but the old secret lake pays off after a few hours. Alright, let's hope he doesn't splash me all crazy. Oh, he's chilling now. Oh yeah. Oh, there he goes. Swimming away. Oh yeah, that water's disgusting,
and warm.
Alrighty homies, it is the next morning. I didn't get to show that much of that actual fishing last night, but this was more of an unboxing video, so that's okay. I just wanted to tell you again that I was using that Kraken bait spray, and basically all you do is pack up your pack ball and spray that little spray right on top of your hook bait. And I sprayed a little bit in the pack bait, even though it had the strawberry liquid additive that Bait Pro sells, and I think that worked out really good. I only fished for like 2 hours last night. I got like a few bites, but nothing big until that one fish. There's a lot of turtles, and I kept reeling in my pool with no baits on it. So go out and get you some stuff from Bait Pro. It's super cheap and it works super good, my homies. Tried and tested by fish finders. Double thumbs up. But anyways, I hope you liked the video. Peace out for now.